Hey Vorthos Army, and welcome back to the Aether Hub. Today we got another Vorthos Bite, quick rundowns and recaps on some of the greatest legends found in Magic the Gathering. Remember, you decide the targets of this series. You can vote on our community tab and help guide the direction of this channel. You can also vote on more extensive topics, while also getting exclusive sneak peeks of those videos by joining the Vorthos Army over on Patreon. Check the link in the description below. So today's video is on a powerhouse of a card introduced in Dominaria. I know when I first saw it, I clamored for 4 copies almost right away. This Vorthos Bite is on the lore and history of one Lyra Dawnbringer. If you've played Magic for some time, you probably recognize the name Dawnbringer, being tied to another powerful angel card in MTG, Reya Dawnbringer, from Invasion. And you'll come to learn that Reya and Lyra are connected, and no, they're not actually related like some may think. Just quickly, angels in MTG aren't born in the traditional sense. Just want to give a little backstory here. Rather, they're actually made, crafted from pure white mana by powerful beings such as Serra, the mother of famous Serra's angels, as well as Reya Dawnbringer. And I tell you all of this because to understand Lyra, you must first grasp the story of Reya. So Serra, the powerful prime-ending planeswalker, went off to create her own world, an artificial plane known as Serra's Realm. Not very creative. There, she filled it with denizens happy and healthy while stocking the clouds full of angels of her own making. The plane was meant to be a place free of pain and suffering, and it was just that, for the most part. Reya was one of the first angels Serra ever created, making her one of the oldest of the Serran Order. She served as a protector of Serra's realm for years until, well, she wasn't. This end was actually brought by Urza, who unintentionally brought the Phyrexians to Serra after they tracked the injured planeswalker, now taking shelter in her realm. Though the Phyrexians were ultimately repelled from Serra's realm, thanks to the efforts of Reya and others, their oil left behind corrupted everything in sight. The City of Angels had become dark, lonely, and full of malice. Serra herself felt the urge to leave the world she created, bringing those uncorrupted who wanted to escape with her to Dominaria. This included Reya. As for Serra's realm, well, the Archangel Radiant took control and went a little bonkers. She became a cruel, militant overlord, looking desperately to stomp out any sign of the Phyrexians, eventually turning on the very citizens she was meant to protect. Anyway, back on Dominaria, the Angels of Serra looked to continue their pledge given to them by their creator, to protect the weak and defenseless even to their dying breaths. On Dominaria, there were a lot who needed protecting from pretty much everything, so the Angels had a lot to keep them busy. Reya personally protected the human society of Benalia, who looked at the angel as a thing of worship, building churches in Serra's name. Reya was on the front lines protecting the region from the Phyrexians yet again during the invasion event which saw Phyrexia making moves against Dominaria. Sadly, that war would be her last, as Reya would fall to the Phyrexians and died near the end of the Phyrexian War after successfully shielding Benalia from their encroaching darkness. And now this is where we see Lyra Dawnbringer come into play. As the Order of Serra, powerful angels looking to carry on their creator's will, were making their own to bolster their forces, one was crafted to defend Benalia after Reya. This was Lyra, who was named after the region's former protector, carrying the title of Dawnbringer. Lyra is the de facto leader of the Church of Serra and the Order of Dawn. While basically one and the same, the Order of Dawn is a group of religious knights who aid the angels in defending Benalia from all outside threats. During our return to Dominaria and its storyline, we see that Benalia is one of the few civilizations left not in some way impacted by the threat of the Cabal led by the demon Belzenlock. Lyra herself guards her land's entrance, especially in its capital of Benalia City. Though not the original Dawnbringer, Lyra has carried that name well, leading her people of Benalia to stand against the Cabal and any other threat that may come for them or Dominaria in the future. Remember to follow us here on YouTube and on Twitter, hit that like button and share it across the multiverse. You can help vote on topics on our community page, and of course, as a member of the Vorthos Army over on Patreon. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on the Aether Hub.